Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a beautiful day, and I'm coming to you today. It's Morning with the Angels, and here comes Max because he hears me talking. So, today I want you to go ahead and grab your coffee or your tea. I want you to grab your journal, and we are going to talk a little inspiration, a little good morning, welcome to this day, and work on how we're going to move through this day. So yesterday was the first day that I came live, and I want to do this every day for June. It's a little goal of mine to show up for you in a different way, and to share God's love with you in, again, another new way. I do it. Max wants to tell you something. Um, I love to do that with my gift of being a medium. So I've had this gift my entire life. I came into this life with the gift of seeing spirit. And with that, I am able to help people work through their challenges in life, whether that is due from a loss of a loved one and we bring through their departed soul, or if they're working through any of the millions of life challenges that we are all presented with, and helping to shine some light on where we might make some choices that would serve our highest and best good. So good morning. Good morning. It's so nice to see you all on this beautiful Tuesday. And it is an Angels Don't Lie Tuesday. So I will be doing an Angels Don't Lie show later tonight, which is kind of exciting too. It will be a little busy day. So as you're getting your coffee or your tea, whatever you choose to drink, I want you to get yourself settled in. And one of my favorite morning routines that I start with is I always say good morning to the divine. Good morning to the, how do I say it? The celestial connections that I have. So I'll say good morning Jesus, good morning Holy Mother, and I'll call on my angels, I'll call on my loved ones for that support that I will need throughout my day. So you can do this same type of prayer of connecting, right, before you get going. And this is simple. It's a simple way of walking with love in our day, which is such a beautiful thing to do, is to walk with love. That's the goal, to walk with love in our ever-present moment. It's not an easy thing to do because we have life. We have messy, messy lives. So we're all on this journey of learning lessons and growing and evolving. And I watched this spiritual teacher, I don't know if you know her, Gabby Bernstein, and I love the way she presents it, because she says it's a spiritual assignment. So if you can maybe look at what you have going on in your life as this is your spiritual assignment, because we're basically in school here. It's what we're doing. Our souls are evolving here. And your departed loved ones, their souls are continuing to evolve on the other side, just in a different way. Beautiful. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Francis. Nice to see you all. I see Sally and Eugene and Chris on here. So many of you rise and shine this beautiful sunny Tuesday, not Monday, Tuesday morning. So again, grab your journal, grab your favorite beverage, whatever it is that you like. I'm a green tea gal. You know, I do my coffee once in a while, but this is a green tea kind of day for me. So, and today my cup says, be the light. So you're going to be the light. You're going to be the light for you first, because when you're the light for you first, that's when you can be the extension of love. So I have this beautiful book. This is another part of my morning routine, is I do a reading. I do an inspirational reading. It helps to set the scene for the day. And then I journal. It's really simple, but it's very profound on this practice that I've created for myself of setting the scene of how I'm going to go through my day. It really helped me to up-level what I was doing. And that's what we're really looking to do, right? Is to up-level ourselves, to better ourselves. And when we do that, automatically, without doing anything, we are going to do that for others just by showing up for ourselves. Good morning, Lauren. How are you? Nice to see you. All right, so this book that I'm reading from today is called Inward. And it's a very beautiful, just short kind of quotes and stories that she's written, or he's written, young Pablo. And so this particular one really resonated with me, and I thought I'm going to share this with you guys because it's about healing, and that's what our journeys are. We're ever evolving, healing, working through our stuff, guys. So this is a little something from Inward. Healing begins with acceptance and accumulates in letting go. When a great misery occurs, it remains with us for as long as we hold on to it. Attachments form because of the energy we use to keep what happened, or the image of what we want to happen, locked within our mind and our body. This is the cause of tension in our being. When we hold on to these attachments, they travel with us as burdens, from our past to our present and into our future. They can even be passed on to our descendants long after we are gone. The miracle of healing ourselves is so powerful because in the movement of acceptance and letting go, we relinquish the energy of burden, not only in our present, but in our past and our future as well. Imagine the timeline of your life. Now imagine the burdens that you carry as an extra line layered on top. As we let go of our miseries, this extra layer becomes thinner and thinner. It will not change what happened, but the extra energy we carried because of these occurrences will no longer weigh down the timeline of our life. What happened, happened. But now these moments are no longer attachments of pain and sorrow. Now they are experiences we learn from, lessons that bring us into the present of greater freedom, happiness, and wisdom. I love that. I love it for many reasons because of how Spirit has shown me what we do with our pain. So Spirit, your loved ones, have come through and they'll show me when we carry a grief from somebody passing, it becomes an energetic emotion within our body, and that emotion stays as if it is a unmovable, like rock or cement place. And when we work with Spirit to open up and invite love into this space, knowing that our souls are ever evolving, knowing that our connection to our departed loved ones is open and never ends, well, all of a sudden that emotion lessens, that burden lessens. It becomes movable instead of immovable. So it moves with us instead of holding us in a space of non-love, really, is what it is. So the miracle moment today is when we're going to grab our journals. So I want everybody to open up to a nice big blank piece of paper. Come on, you can do it. And what I want you to write down is exactly in this moment, the one feeling that you've been carrying around for a little bit, the one thing that you've been holding on to. And don't judge yourself. It's not a judging session. It's simply to say something's been eating at you or bugging you or nudging you. And we're going to talk about that. So we're going to write that one feeling down. So I'm going to write down the change, because that's kind of a simplified word of what I have been burdening me, the change. So I'm going to simply write that down, and that word is going to lead me to the feelings. And so I'm going to walk myself through, what does that feel like for me? It feels uncomfortable, right? So I'm going to write that word down. So this is I'm just giving you an exercise. I want you to write down all the words, all the sensations that come off of that. So you can really discover more about the situation you have at hand. And it will also help illuminate what you can do about that assignment that you have going on in your life. So what's your assignment? What is that spiritual assignment that you're on? Just curious if anybody feels like they want to share. Hey guys, and if you want to invite your friends, you can just write their name in the line. You can go ahead and share this on your feed. That way other people can tune in and join us and enjoy a little prayerful moment, a little morning chatter with us. Can you hear the birds? So pretty out. It's so nice out. I said it yesterday and I'll say it again. I love summer. So today, as you're doing that little journal exercise, as you're contemplating what you have inside of you, and even if you're unsure of it, I want you to see where you might surrender a little bit. What it might look like if you were to let a piece of it go. The piece of it that is burdening you, that might be, poking at you. Like poke, poke, poke. You guys know what I'm talking about here, right? Show of hearts if you get this. That little poke is what is a nudge that's saying, hey, you might want to do something about this. You might want to check this out. Right? So when we check out these emotions and feelings, it's not a call to gab and talk about it or have it burden you. It's an exploration to do in your journal. It's an exploration to do with a really dear friend, to sit down and say, can you help me work through this? Do you guys have a dear friend that you can do this with, that holds you in a place of love but doesn't add to your story, doesn't keep you playing in a negative or victim role? It's very easy, so easy, so easy for us to get into that victim role because we're human, right? We want people to validate our pain. We want to be validated. You want to be validated. I want to be validated. Guess what? Your departed loved ones, they've been validated. So when they come through in a reading, this is how they always show up, in the place and a standpoint of love. They will take on the responsibility of their wrongdoings, their unlovable moments that they had been through in their life, the ways that they showed up for you that weren't of the best. They'll come through and they'll say, that's on me. Here's how I want to help you move forward. Here's how I'm going to support you, right? Good morning, Lisa. How are you? So when our loved ones come through, it validates something. It validates that emotion that you're carrying, right? How many of you guys have experienced a validation from the other side, whether through communication from someone like me or even a communication on your own, maybe a message that you received? Just wondering if anybody has received that validation. If you don't want to write it, you can just even give me a show of hearts so I can say. And if you're just joining, hello, so nice to see you. We're doing a little prayers. We got our journals out and we're doing a little exercise. We're starting our morning with the divine, with the holiness. So morning with the angels is a blessing. The morning with the angels isn't about going outside of God. It's actually, the angels are all of and from God. So when we are calling on our angels to support us, we're working with God. We're working with our highest soul self. Nicole is sharing that she heard her father's name in her ear while I was sleeping, just as he was right there. And isn't that such a beautiful thing, Nicole? How special for you that you heard that. And let me ask you, Nicole, that probably served as a healing for you, a validation that he was okay, because you probably were holding an emotion of pain, of grief, of sorrow. So these miracle moments, guys, I don't want you to discount them. I want you to hold them near and dear to your heart. I want you to hold them near and dear to your heart, because those are the miracle moments that God has given us to say, this is an extension of life, right? It doesn't end. There's a song I love to listen to. It's a country song, and it's, I can't remember the name of it. But anyways, the words go, it can't all end with a slow ride in a hearse. So I bow my head and, I raise my hands, and I know there's more to life than what is written in red. So meaning there's more to this life than just what we know in the Bible, what we've heard, what we hear. There's more to life than this present being. There's this afterlife. There's this holiness when we accept love, when we walk with faith, knowing that our sins have been forgiven by those words, by the life, that there's this sacred opportunity for us to be the love, again, first for ourselves and then for others. Good morning, Cheryl. Nice to see you. Good morning, Lori. Nice to see you as well. So we're talking about the miracle moments that happen, the validating moments that happen when we hear a message from our loved one, whether it's a sign, a symbol, a message from someone like me who connects to the other side. That message that comes through eases our suffering, eases that emotion that gets stuck. And when we can have that movement, that's when we are going forward in our life, right? It's when we can really, truly be present. Sorry, husband's calling me. That's what the truth of our life is can we be present? Can we be present in our moments? Can we take today, and even this second, to be the witness to where miracles are? And in a great big world filled with lots of anger, lots of hate, and lots of, ugliness, what if this moment was just for love? What if you claimed this space and welcomed more love in, and then you could move forward in your day and be an extension of that love? See, that's the collective consciousness. That's raising the vibration one moment at a time. Sometimes we get grandiose ways of wanting to do something, right? We forget it doesn't have to be as big. It can be simple as just showing up for ourselves, of just praying for another, for being the best we can be in our job, for maybe paying it forward in the grocery line and helping someone out. So how are you going to show up in love today? How can you show up in love today, first for you and then for someone else? How is that going to work for you? So I'm going to leave you with a little blessing. And where did I write it down? Okay, so here's your blessing. The truest power that you have is your power of prayer, your power of faith, and the power of the believability that you are God light, that you are an extension of that light. So as you move through your day, remember, you are a blessing. You are the light. I wish you a most wonderful, beautiful day, my friends. May God bless you and keep you.